So we're going to test for the material requirement, which is red brass. We're also going to test the finish quality. Make sure their finish is supposed to be nickel plated, mirror light polish, and it should match our Institute of Heraldry standard metal finish chip book. The call out is actually chip 16, which is a nickel plated mirror light polish. So we're gonna test that over at the X-ray spectrometer as well. We can go ahead and do the dimensions here. So we're required to look at the height, the width, which are both overall, and the thickness of the badge. And the thickness is called out at the thickest point. So when we're doing that, I use micrometers as well as a ruler. So we're going to go ahead and do the dimensions now. The overall height of this is supposed to be 2 5/16. So 2 5/16, the overall height. So we do have 2 5/16, but there's a reference there, and that REF reference down in the notes, it tells you the term reference REF refers to the measurements taken from the government furnished hub or die. So if it's not quite coming out the way it's called out above on the dimensions, you can also go to the tool room, pull the hub or die, and see if it fits properly, and measure the hub or die as well with either the ruler or the micrometers to make sure that it's correct. So if it fits the hub or die, then it's good, even if the dimensions are slightly off. So now I'm going to measure this with the micrometers, the height with the micrometers. I'm getting a reading of 2.306. And 5/16 in decimal point is 0.312. So it actually falls within the tolerance. So it is meeting that requirement. We have a chart here. I actually have a chart. I have a chart here that does the conversions of fractional inches to decimals and millimeters. So you can use this as well. The spec also calls out the width, which is basically the height, 2 5/16 for the height, 2 5/16 for the width. So, and it's, as you can see what it is, it's a circular badge, so it's going to be the same all around. Now I'm going to do the thickness, and it requires you to read the measurements at the thickest point. So For the badge, basic badge, it states that it should be 190 plus or minus 10 thousandths of an inch. So at the thickest point would be obviously the Minuteman, the center of the Minuteman, or across his rifle. So what I'm getting is 0.193, and it falls within the tolerance of plus or minus 10 thousandths. So it's good. I already tested the prongs and did the prong test. They broke off above the well, so the prongs or the pins are good to go. This is what I'm talking about, the prongs or pins. So now we need to go over here to the Dremel and grind off some of the plating, so that we can get to the bottom of the raw material and see exactly what it was made of, whether it was red brass, gilded metal, cartridge brass, yellow brass, but the requirements is red brass. So we have to grind off